Thanks to those joining me live and to those that be joining me on archive. D Style here. Make sure you thumbs up the video. All right, leave a comment and tell me what you think. Also, hit that notification button. That way you're notified when DStyleBoxing comes on live. But don't hit that notification button if all you're going to do is come on here and give me this spiel about how both sides are equally wrong. Both sides are acting like children. Therefore, I'm tired of both sides. I blame everybody, and I don't want to pick a side, and I'm done. Right? If you're going to keep doing that, and there's several of you that have been doing that, right? It's lame. Okay, and it doesn't make you unbiased to not be not being able to be objective. All right. And look at the facts of the matter for what they are, doesn't make you unbiased. Okay, that's actually bias because you're moving the scale to be equal when it's not. All right. What does the matter with a bunch of these people on here? What's so complicated about a lot of this stuff? So there's two specific people, types of people, I should say, that I want to address. The one is, I mean, the obvious ones are the Joshua ones, but I talk about them in every video, right? The AJ defenders, I talk about them all the time. But besides them, there's two other groups that I need to address. First is the whole, I think both sides are equally to blame. I don't want to talk about money. I don't want to talk about anything. The fight's not happening. It's both equally their fault. So therefore, I don't want to talk about it no more. Okay, that's stupid. And those people you're getting on my last fucking nerve, right? The other ones are, we're still talking about this. What do you always talk about this? I don't understand why everybody keeps talking about this stuff. Well, why do we keep talking about this? Yet every video you come on here and you comment about it. Every single one. So obviously you care, all right? Obviously you care. When I did a post fight on Mikey Garcia's fight, okay, against Robert Easter, I didn't see some of you on there. Okay, all of a sudden when I talk about this shit, you guys just pop up just to tell me that you don't care, all right? Every single time, I don't care about this. Well, why are we talking about this? I don't understand. Well, it's you don't understand, right? If you don't care, you don't click on the video and you don't watch. All right? But are you really tired? You see, I have a little theory that a lot of these guys, they're not liking what's coming out. Right? Because not all of them, but a good amount of them were very vocal and criticizing Deontay Wilder when this whole charade started months back. Okay? Once all the evidence started coming out, the embarrassing revelations of the Hearn AJ side, right, started to come out. All of a sudden, they decided to be 50-50. Okay. All of a sudden, I don't care about this drama. I'm done. This is unbelievable. All right. I actually had an individual tell me he doesn't talk about the money. I don't talk about money. Well, I don't want to talk about their lavish lifestyles. Like, I'm not here to talk about where AJ went shopping last week. Okay, what type of shirts he buys or what type of cars he has. That's not what I want to talk about. Okay, I don't want to celebrate how rich he is. Okay, so for those that are not my money, why are we talking about money if it's not my money? Like you're not gonna get paid. Like, this is stupid, right? We're not. That's not where a lot of you guys are confusing. Okay. When to use the phrase or it's not your money, it's not like you're getting anything out of it. You guys are confusing when to use that. Okay. Okay, there's a little bit of a disconnect there, but nonetheless, if we are talking about a situation, right, where AJ, and I'm going to say it again, ducked the fight. Okay, he turned down $50 million, right? And just, of course, they're tired of hearing about it, right? And you wonder, well, why do you keep talking about it? Because they keep bringing it back up. That's why. Every time we think it's dead in the water, okay, the monster pops back up out of the water. It's not like I'm making this stuff up. You know, they're actually making these arguments. So I that's why we're on YouTube. Okay, so I'm here giving a counter argument. All right. The latest, right? Maybe not the greatest, but the latest argument is apparently Frank Warren. They forgotten about Espinoza, by the way. Remember when Espinoza was in on the conspiracy? Oh, apparently he's not in it anymore. It was actually Frank Warren all along, right? So Frank Warren was in on the conspiracy because, oh my God, they were trying to come up with some deal or had conversations about a deal with doing with BT broadcasting or whatever it's called, right? Broadcasting the AJ Wilder fight. That's what the discussion that, according to Frank Warren, that he had with Shelly Finkel. Oh my God, what a terrible revelation. No, but DStyle, you don't understand, okay? AJ has an affiliation and has always been with Sky Sports, okay? He's always been with them. He will never leave them. He is attached to them like an umbilical cord from a baby to a mother, okay? AJ will never cheat on Sky Sports, okay? He's not going to go with the other woman, okay, DStyle? Okay, don't you know anything, DStyle? Don't you know that he's on Sky TV? Don't you know this? You should know this. Therefore, there's a conspiracy, okay? Right? Like, what? What are you guys talking about? Like, so it's perfectly fine for one side to go with the zone, okay, and Shaft Showtime, right? And what do we hear? It's about money, baby. Yeah, Eddie Hearn making those moves, and we keep hearing all this stuff, right? But when Shelly Finkel, allegedly, by the way, just not even to that extent, like just has conversations with Frank Warren about trying to work a deal with BT to see what they can offer, right? Okay, well, you know, what type of money can they offer? What type of money's out there, right? And case closed. Like, I could. That's it. That's it. That settles it. That's it. Like, what are you guys talking about? It's perfectly normal it's perfectly normal to talk with broadcasters. Okay, so there's several reasons you would do this. Number one, let's say ultimately you are going to have it on Sky Sports. So what? Right? If BT offers more money, that means Sky Sports has to pull out more moolah. Okay? It's not that complicated. No, but DStyle, AJ is with Sky Sports. Sky Sports is a broadcaster. Okay? You guys are making it sound... Jesus Christ. All right. This is insane, right? This is crazy. And can I please stop getting comments like, oh, the both sides are... This is not an equal 50-50. Both sides are acting childish. That is a cop-out. That's all that is. If you're going to be saying that, then don't say anything. Just shut the fuck up, okay? Don't post anything. Don't do, you know what I mean? If you're just going to cop out that way, that's a cowardly cop-out because you know that's not true. Everybody knows that's not true. It's not true that both sides are equally wrong, okay? If Wilder gets offered $50 million and turns it down, right, then we could start talking about how it's equally wrong, okay? Until that happens, it's not. No, but that's not right. AJ's a bigger draw. You don't know your numbers, DStyle. He's on Sky TV. He's on pay-per-view. Wilder never made more than 2.5 million. Like saying all these things. Like, I don't know these things. Fucking idiots. Okay? Look, listen to me. I know you're mad that all these little talking points that Eddie Hearn has fed you guys, you bunch of fucking parrots, and he never made more than 2.5 million. Like, all that shit, it's over. He's going to make more than that when he fights Fury. Okay? So this whole, like, oh, he can't draw this. He's going to draw. They're going to have a big, heavyweight fight. Okay? It's going to be the biggest heavyweight fight of the year if it happens this year. If it happens next year, it'll be the biggest heavyweight fight of next year. And he's going to make more money, and it's going to fuck up all your little stupid talking points that you've been hanging on to for the last year and a fucking half. You guys are acting like AJ's been balling for fucking 10 years and shit. All right? He got the Klitschko fight. Good for him. Wilder's about to fight the guy that beat Klitschko. Okay? He's going to fight the guy that what? Yeah, the one that beat Klitschko. The one that what? The one that beat Klitschko. The one, but he's been out of the ring for so long. He hasn't been in the ring for a long time. And now you want to get credit for him to beat him, man. It's not right. It's not fair. I know Fury better than Fury knows Fury. And Fury's not ready. I don't care what Fury says. This is great. This is great. And by the way, I know a lot of you cop-out dudes. I know you're on the AJ side. Okay, it's just kind of embarrassing to be on that side right now. So you'd rather be in the whole, like, I don't know. I'm just in the middle, man. I'm just in the middle, okay? I'm going to stay out of this. I'm going to stay out of this one, all right? You know what it's like? It's like if your sibling is having an argument like with your sister-in-law, right? Okay, or with your brother-in-law. Well, if your sister's right, you're going to back up your sister. Yeah, you cheated on my sister, you son of a bitch, right? But when he cheats, like when she cheats on him, I'm going to stay out of this one, man. I don't know anything. I wasn't there. I don't know anything. All right, I'm going to stay out of this. All right? Like that's how you guys are acting. Right? It's this fucking cop-out bullshit, and don't tell me you don't care, because every fucking video about it, these fucking names, you guys pop up. Every single one. All right? No, but DStyle, you don't understand DStyle. Sky TV, okay, it's like jelly, and AJ is like the bread, DStyle. They go together, DStyle, okay, DStyle. DStyle, you don't understand. Sky TV is connected with AJ, all right? Get the fuck out of here, man. You guys are talking about, like, a lot of you can tell, don't know a lot of shit, right? You don't know how shit works with the broadcasters. A lot of these idiots actually believe that BT was going to be paying the $50 million. You guys got to do some serious research on how much broadcasters pay for the rights of fights. Okay? They don't pay anywhere near $50 million, right? A bunch of blithering idiots, right? Because that's what the conspiracy was, right? This is stupid. That's what they're going to, I got it. They were going to get the $50 million for BT. They were going to say that BT was going to pay the guaranteed $50 million, but they knew all along that AJ is with Sky, so therefore the fight can happen. Therefore, it was all a bunch of bullshit. Like shut up. Okay. You bunch of blithering idiots. Reynolds in the house, and you're right. You're correct. Damien Hennick's in the house. What up? Let me send a link to Dan the Man at his request. Let me send a link. I hope Dan the Man's still there. Let's see here. Let's see here. All right. Do I have this? Hey, Dan the man, what's your email again? Hell? I can't find Dan the man. What's your email, Dan the man? Just send me an email. All right. Cool. That works for me. We're going to see what the survey says with Dan the man. I would hope Dan the man doesn't come on here to tell me how he doesn't care about any of this. As long as he doesn't say that, I'm good. Right? I'm just here to tell you that I don't care. I'm tired of listening about this. So a lot of these dudes are coming out here, man. Like, it's fucking crazy. All right, let's see. All these dudes are playing down the middle, but then when you really listen to them, you know, you can tell like they want to get on AJ's side, but it's a little embarrassing right now. You know, it's, you know, it is what it is. I just saw Dan the Man's email. I just received it. I should have received it 2 minutes ago, but there you go. And it's been sent. Rascal, we're talking money again. What about the fight? Well, you are going to get a fight. AJ versus, Wilder versus Fury. I don't want to talk about money. I want AJ to accept the fucking offer, and then we don't have to talk about the money. We can talk about the fight. But when one side is being a fucking pussy, okay, won't take the fight, then we have to bring up the money. Like, well, what's with this argument from you guys? They go, we can't talk about money whatsoever. Like, why not? What are you guys talking about? So when your favorite NFL player leaves your team, like you don't acknowledge the fact that money could have had something to do with that. I just want to talk football. Like, you can't even acknowledge, like, oh man, they couldn't have paid him. You don't want to know the facts. You don't want to know, okay, how much he was going to get paid or how much he was asking for. So you could keep track of what the salary cap was, see if it made fucking sense. But I think Dan the Man's in the house. Let's see what Dan the Man's got to say.
What's happening, bruh?
Dan the Man, what's going on?
Not much, man. But let me say this though. What's on my mind is that I'm seeing some videos out there who are calling this, trying to conspire and say, let's put it this way. They make it seem like it's unprecedented for a rival network like BT to bid for a fighter like Joshua to fight on their network, knowing he fights on Sky Sports.
It's normal.
It's normal, exactly. I've pointed this out on my previous Hangout videos. Like, look, have anybody forgot about Mike Tyson and Lennox Lewis and Mike Tyson and Vander Holyfield, Floyd Mayweather, Manny Pacquiao?
You don't have to go that far, then, man.
Yeah, I mean, it's just like this has been done before. All networks. I mean,
you could just go to AJ fights.
Yeah, you go to AJ.
HBO bid for those fights, and then they came up with an agreement that one would show it on prime time, the other would show it live.
Oh yeah, Klitschko and AJ. Yeah. It's like, dude, it's not abnormal for networks to do that. They can both co-promote the fight, and they both discuss the revenue split. And whoever the winner of that fight will have exclusive rights to replaying the fight, which is the royalty money. So it's been done before. I don't know why they're going around this route saying there's no way AJ can set that deal.
So the conspiracy is the following, okay? Mm-hmm. Now, remember when Espinoza was in this conspiracy? Now he's not in it. Apparently he's out of the conspiracy also. Okay, so now the conspiracy is Frank Warren. Okay.
Right. And here's the thing. Go ahead. I'm just going to say.
I know you know, but just so I could say it again for the audience. I want to make sure that they understand what the conspiracy is. I mean, this is like not even Alex Jones would even Alex Jones would look at this and be like, oh, this is stupid, right? So basically, Frank Warren came out. It's not. This wasn't exposed, by the way. This wasn't like somebody did some investigative work and they found this out. Or no, Frank Warren came out and said, the reason this Fury fight and Wilder fight is so easy to negotiate because I was already going back and forth with Finkel, because of BT,
right.
And this is what he said, right? He's like they were looking to see if BT could get the broadcasting rights for the Wilder Joshua fight. Which number one shows me they were trying to make this fucking fight. That's number one. Okay. Right. But that aside. So the conspiracy is, see, they knew that wasn't a serious offer because Wilder is loyal to Sky Sports and you would never ever leave Sky Sports. He married Sky Sports when he became a pro, and he has the wedding ring on his finger to prove it. Right? I'm exaggerating.
Joshua.
Right?
Joshua. You mean Joshua, right. Brother?
Oh, Joshua. I'm sorry. I apologize. Joshua has a wedding ring on his finger. Okay, and he's married to Sky Sports, and he's never ever going to leave them, no matter what. Sure. Okay.
Yeah.
Now, number one. Never did Frank Warren say, "Oh yeah, they were trying to make sure it was on BT and Sky Sports shouldn't be left out of the equation." No, you try. It's perfectly normal to get someone to offer an amount, okay, so therefore you can ask for more money, okay, from the other broadcaster. That's how you find out how much a fight is actually worth, right?
Right. And but add to it, I think Adam Smith, who's the head of Sky, did from that $50 million deal was legit. I mean, what? It's like, they're using this as a way to say, okay, that's an illegitimate offer now because of BT's getting involved. I'm like, wait a minute.
First of all,
as you just pointed out.
But here's my second part, right?
Yeah.
No, they're not right. They're not, and it's stupid, and we've already proven that. But let's say even if they were right, right?
Right.
Okay. BT Boxing wasn't going to give them $50 million for the fight. Okay.
No, they can't.
That's not where the funds were coming from. These people are stupid. Okay. Like it was going to be a couple 100,000, dude. Maybe in the single digit millions. Okay. Like this idea.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Yeah, I mean, it's insane to me that they're somehow shocked, but at the same time, though, you could make the same argument for Wilder. Wilder's been on Showtime, right, and all this, but so it's okay for Eddie Hearn to make deals with DAZN and all that. I mean, it's all projection to me, anyway.
Right. And let's make this clear too. I think Wilder would have no problem fighting on another network. I mean, he'll have no problem with it as long as he can get to certain terms to his advantage. Like for example, with Eddie Hearn's desperately trying to get him to fight on DAZN. We've seen that because he's sending him multiple offers. Right. Or Derek Chisora as standalone fights, no problem. But the problem Wilder wants is like, okay, if you're gonna do that, then give me Joshua. Just put something in the contract that you guarantee me a fight with your top guy if I beat one of those guys. That's all he wants.
Why would he do that if he doesn't really want the fight, according to Hearn?
Right? Yeah.
Does that sound like a dude that doesn't want to fight with Joshua?
Well, he wants to fight, but he just wants a compromise. That's all he wants.
Yeah.
That's all he wants is a compromise.
But my thing is, even if you argue, because to a certain extent, I got to be honest, I understand the argument of, well, look, these are standalone fights. I mean, it's Dillian White has no connection to AJ other than his promoter is the same promoter as AJ, right?
Yeah.
So I understand that argument. It's not that I don't understand that, and I think where people get lost is in the following, right?
Yeah.
My whole thing is on intent.
Right.
So you cannot, on one hand, argue with me saying Wilder does not want the fight with AJ. It's all an act. Right. And then on the other hand, say, oh, he's trying to add AJ to the contract as a guaranteed fight if he beats Dillian White. That is unacceptable. Like you can't do both at the same time.
No, you can't. You can't. And this other thing I wanted to add to is this whole Tyson Fury thing, okay? Because everybody's, there's hundreds of videos going out about this, about Tyson Fury not being ready. I know you mentioned this momentarily briefly. He's not ready, this, that, and the third.
Yeah, you need like 4 or 5 top 15, and then like another 2 top 10. Like they're coming up with all these weird calculus on how you can get ready for a fight. Yeah.
Yeah, you know what's funny about that? Because not too long ago, and I didn't see no videos rebutting this at all. Because I was going through them and I was looking for it. I may have missed some, but please forgive me. But I didn't see any on this one. Nobody came out and complained when Eddie Hearn wanted to sign Tyson Fury, right? And part of that deal, it was a multi-fight deal. He had his first fight coming back. He had to fight Tony Bellew.
Yep.
That was the fight. All right. And then after he beats Tony Bellew, he fight Dillian White. After he beats Dillian White, then he gets the Anthony Joshua fight. So what Tyson Fury wanted is like, okay, I want the Joshua fight if I come back. He said, okay, but you got to fight these 2 guys. And then if you beat them, then you get to fight Joshua. And no one made any videos complain about that, but criticizing her for trying to put Tyson Fury in a very, let's say, perilous situation coming back from all that weight gain and the drug depression and all that stuff. No one said anything about that at all. But now all of a sudden, when he's getting the fight with Wilder, oh, that's a problem. I'm like, well, wait a minute. The man just had 2 tune-ups. Me personally, I think he needs one more tune-up. But if he feels he's ready, why not? Let him go for it. Why? Who are we to criticize him? You know what I mean? Let him go do it. Well, that's what he wants to do. Go ahead.
You remember when? How many tune-ups did Ward have after he had like a long layoff? Like 2.
Yeah, 2.
One was against Alexander Brand. Remember that?
Oh yeah.
Remember all the criticism? Like, oh my God, what's he doing? Okay, he hasn't fought anybody of note in so long. Fight Kovalev, right? Remember that?
Oh yeah.
He's avoiding Kovalev.
Yeah. You know what's funny though? I mentioned Ward about this too, about that situation. Right. Yeah, Ward had injuries. Okay, he had a severe shoulder injury. He had a knee problem.
Nah, but was he depressed though? Was he depressed then?
No, he wasn't.
Was he going through depression?
Andre Ward was going through a lawsuit. We all know what happened, okay? But the thing is, he was still going through some injuries. But the fact is, though, injuries is just as bad as going through depression and going through drug use. It's just as bad because you're not the same fighter after that. Andre Ward, when he fought Sullivan Barrera, he didn't look like quite the same Ward that he was at super middleweight. When he was fast, he had more snap on his punches. Right. He was so quick. The man barely used his right hand because of that damaged shoulder. So it's like, okay, people wanted him to get out of that situation with his then promoter Dan Goosen, battle the injuries, and go into a Kovalev fight. But yet with Fury, it's no problem. Oh, you can't fight Wilder after 2 tune-ups. But it was okay. They wanted Fury to fight before he fought Joshua. They wanted to fight Bellew and White.
But by the way,
2 dangerous fights before he gets the Joshua fight. I'm like, my thing is like, can people make up their mind here? What do you want the man to do? You're being contradiction. You're being contradictory here. You had no problem with him trying to, with Eddie Hearn wanting him to fight Tony Bellew, coming off that long layoff and depression, all that stuff. But all of a sudden, when he fights 2 tune-ups, that's not enough to prepare for Wilder. Okay.
Yeah, but
who exactly does he have to fight to be prepared for Wilder? That's what I'm trying to figure out.
He put on weight though, because that's what they're saying now. Because it's not exactly the same. He gained weight. Ricky Hatton always gained a lot of weight. So Mayweather gets no credit.
Wait, hold on. These.
Yep.
Somebody mentioned Ward put on 8 stone. You dummy. First of all, you dummy. Did I just tell you that Andre Ward battled a knee injury and had a severe shoulder injury? Did I tell you that? The dude was out the ring for 2 fucking years. And at that time, people were criticizing him for taking tune-up fights.
Yeah, but people can't just take a valid point. They have to point out how it's different in some way. It's like that low place trick, But like I could point at Roberto Duran, Ricky Hatton. I could point at this is not the only time Tyson Fury has gained a lot of weight. Okay.
Yeah, the man. And let me point this out.
He loves his cheeseburgers. This isn't. I think he should be American, to be honest with you. But at the end of the day, okay. Yeah. Go ahead.
No, I was going to say Tyson Fury was never the most disciplined fighter outside the ring. He's always blown up in weight after fights. before
Right.
this whole situation. Well, what the fuck, man? Why is people? Did people forget about that now? I mean, get the fuck out of here, man. The thing about Ward, and again, there's some parallels with the situation. Yes, Ward didn't abuse drugs, but the man was battling injuries. Okay, had a shoulder injury. Almost the same scenario where he wasn't going to be the same fighter. But yet people want.
We didn't even know with
Yeah.
that type of injury that he had. By the way, we didn't know if he was going to end up having a Sergio Martinez type of problem in the ring, like Martinez did against Cotto, right?
Yeah. Right.
There was that speculation. Even some hardcore War fans are saying, "Hey, I'm kind of concerned about him fighting Kovalev. I don't know if he's ready. I think he needs like 20 more tune-ups." And look, if a fighter thinks he's ready, that's as ready as he can get. Because this game it's a mental game, right?
Right.
That's just it. Like mentally, Tyson Fury believes he's ready. Okay, and that's it. We can't take that away from him. If he thinks he's ready, the man thinks he's ready. I'd say, but he gained a lot of weight. Okay, well, he was depressed, so. But he was doing cocaine though. Like all these things, like if it's Wilder's fault or something. Like if Wilder made him to do these things, it's crazy. But if you remember, a lot of these dudes were excited when there was rumors about Fury fighting Joshua.
Yeah.
Some of these dudes doing videos criticizing this fight. It's not like I don't remember the videos that they were releasing. Okay, like there's a rumor that there'll be an all-British heavyweight title fight with Fury versus Eight. Like the tone was just different. Okay, when they talked about the fight, right? It was just a whole different tone, But look, at the end of the day, the guy thinks he's ready. He's mentally ready. Okay, that's it. Okay, I don't see how. I mean, in other words, if he's not ready now, I don't think he'll ever be ready for Wilder. To be honest with
you. Yeah, I don't. Well, let's put it this way, man. Let's put it this way. I mean, me personally, like I say, I see 3 tune-ups. That's it. But again, I'm not going to fault the man. I'm not going to criticize him if he feels he's ready after 2 tune-ups. I mean, to me, he's got some rounds in. He's lost a lot of weight. He's in better shape than he was in his previous fight with Severi, which we all can agree, right? I mean, who are we to criticize him? I mean, Jesus Christ! If he feels he's ready to take the fight, let him take the fight.
Plus, before he came back, though, nobody was giving an outline of how many fights he should have. Everybody was saying he should have. He needs to come back with a tune-up.
Yeah.
Right. And then we went to 2 tune-ups, and then nobody's going to be happy. Then, like if he did one more tune-up, right? They're going to say he needs a 4th tune-up. If he does a 4th tune-up, they're going to say he needs a 5th one. If he does a 5th one, they're going to say he needs another one. Okay, it's that's just the way I'm seeing it, right? People being objective of yourself saying, "No, I wouldn't mind if you had one more."
Well,
right?
Yeah,
it's different than let's call it the other side, right?
Yeah,
the dark side. All right, let's just say that the Darth Vader side is they're just being this. They're not being honest. Okay, they're just trying to shit on this fight. They're jealous of this fight. Okay, and I just suspect it has a lot to do with that.
Well, let me just say this. Let me add some things. Let me just say this. Some guys in the comment section is like, look, Gorgon, I'm going to address Larry Merchant first. He said it doesn't matter between what the situation with Ward and Fury. That's what he's replying to. I was like, bro, it does matter. Almost the same situation when both men were battling trials and relations and we're never going to be the same fighters. But the hypocrisy is that those who criticize Fury to taking the Wilder fight, although he had 2 tune-ups, although he went to his trial tribulations, but yet they saying that he needs several more tune-ups before the Wilder fight, but yet you guys were criticizing Ward when he wanted tune-ups before he fight Kovalev. You guys wanted to fight Kovalev, so don't come on here with this that double standard bullshit, all right? Now, another guy,
they were saying, like, he couldn't knock out Alexander Brand. How is he going to stop Kovalev? It's not possible, right? Well, what happened?
Or how are you going to beat Sergey Kovalev? I had some doubts. I ain't going to lie. I had some doubts.
So according to these people is all you have to do to duck your opponents in the future is say you're depressed, gain a lot of weight, and then when you come back, you can have unlimited tune-ups, right? and
Yeah.
and nobody will pressure you to ever fight anybody. According to them, that's what they're saying.
Yeah.
Because no one ever pressured Roberto Duran to fight his opponents, right?
Yeah. That's a good point.
Ricky
It's a very
Haddon
good point.
had a coke problem, and he gained a lot of weight, and he was still fighting.
I mean, didn't Ray Leonard have a coke problem too? Didn't he gain some weight before the Hagler fight?
Yeah.
Now, again, we're not comparing these fighters to Tyson Fury as far as what they've accomplished. Now I know people are going to say that, but no, we're trying to point out similar situations where they have to battle trials and tribulations and get back into big fights. That's
Right.
what I'm saying. That's what we're trying to tell you guys here, okay? And Gorgia says that Fury actually said he needed 2 more fights. He doesn't think he's ready, neither as his trainer. Well, that's a little bit distorted right there, Gorga. Fury said that Go ahead, man.
Well, I was going to say to Larry Merchant, if it's not 8 stone, then we cannot use any other example ever in history. Okay, according to him. But go ahead.
Yeah, okay, yeah, this guy, man. But anyways, Gorga says that. Look, Gorga, that's kind of half right and half wrong there. Fury actually said he needed at least. He says ideally he would like 1 more tune-up, but that's not the real world we live in. So what he's saying is that, and Tyson Fury also alluded to this too. He said, I might need 1 more tune-up, but in reality, I'm not the same fighter that I used to be. So I might as well just go and get into the big fight and take the chance and get that big fight right now. I mean, I've already had 2 tune-ups. I've lost a lot of weight. I've been pretty active now. So I need to take my chances now. I'm confident in myself, so I think I can do it. So, yeah. So again, we can all speculate. We can all suggest otherwise what he needs and what's best for him. But if he feels he's ready to get up, yeah.
So according to Larry Merchant over here, it's not the real Larry Merchant, but
no, it's not.
So because I'm assuming he's talking about my comment about Duran and Ricky Haddon, by the way. Okay, they didn't get 8 stone. Yeah, one fought at 135 pounds, the other one fought at 140. Genius. Okay, I mean this idea that they didn't gain as much as Fury did. I gotcha. Do you know what Fury fights at? Okay, when he's in shape. I mean, it's not a good comparison. If you want to go percentages, how much percentage of their fighting weight to how much they ballooned up to, I would actually say that Haddon and Durant probably got Tyson Fury beat. I'm pretty certain of that. And if not, it's pretty close. All right, but he didn't think about that. He thought, you know, when people think they're a little smarter than what they really are. All right, but anyway,
yeah.
Well, what are your thoughts then on the people that are saying I'm tired of both sides? Both sides are equally wrong, and that's it. What are your thoughts on that? Are both sides equally wrong?
I wouldn't say equally. I mean, I would say that, let's just put it this way. Both sides are trying to get what they want out of the negotiations. That's normal. You could pass the blame around. I get that. But to me, though, if you ask me, I think what's going on here, I think, if anybody, I think that Hearn and Matchroom all together are trying to slow down. I stand by my statement. Why? Because Barry Hearn even came out and said, and this is recorded. Nobody's really want to talk about this. Barry Hearn came out and even said that I think it's ideally that we put the Wilder fight off to another year or 2. That's what Barry Hearn said. I think the reason why he said that is because Robert McCracken, even according to Carl Froch and Eddie Hearn, Robert McCracken doesn't think that AJ is ready for the Wilder fight right now. They're waiting for that man to slow down. Bottom line, they're waiting for him to slow down. They don't think AJ can beat him right now at this point. AJ may think he can beat him. He believes in himself. I believe that part, but his team doesn't believe it. They point out, they've said this in many interviews. They've said this, but everybody wants to sweep that under the rug. They're just waiting for Wilder to slow down. Bottom line, they're waiting for him to slow down. And to me, I don't like that. I'm like, well, if you think you're the best fighter in the division, take.
Yeah. Well, I just think that if an opportunity comes to make this fight happen, you take it, right? You don't know if this opportunity is going to come ever again. You know what I mean? Boxing is unpredictable that way. So let's say, let me put it to you this way, Dan, right? Let's say Wilder's like, You know what? I'm gonna let Fury have one more tune-up, right? Let's say he did that hypothetically. And what happens if next year Hearn and them offer Fury a sweet deal and he takes it? We already know what they'll be saying next year if that were to happen. They'll be saying, "Oh, Wilder ducked Fury. He had an opportunity to fight Fury, but he didn't." Right? That's what they would. That's what they would say. You there, bro? I think we lost Dan the man. Dan the man has we'll wait a little bit here from. If you're talking Dan the man, you're either muted or you're not on or your internet's down. Earth to Dan the man. Gorguru guy, does Fury beat anyone in the top 10 right now? Yes, he does. You guys are making it sound like the top 10 in heavyweights, like this unbelievable crop of fighters, okay? This is the heavyweight division we're talking about, okay? The time is now. I agree with Tax Act. Joe Host in the house. What's up? Gaines PP asking who's going to watch Amir Mansour versus Philip Hrgovic. Very intriguing matchup. I'll check it out. Since you recommended it. Fury beats Dillian White right now. Yeah, I think he beats the shit out of Dillian White. You would beat Povetkin. Yeah, you would. You'd handle Povetkin pretty easily, to be honest with you. Right now. No, he wouldn't. Yeah, he would. Okay, you guys are you just want to paint Tyson Fury as this dude that's 5% of what he used to be, and because you don't want to give Wilder credit when he gets the win. That's what it is. All right, like for a lot of you, that's what I sense that it is. Dan the man has left the building. I suspect I think he's back.
Yeah, I'm back, man. Sorry about that. I had somebody disrupt my call. Sorry about that.
It happens. They're after you. All right.
Yeah, people coming after me, man. It's all good. But anyhow, like I said, I just think that look, here's the bottom line. Text Tack. I saw Text Tack in the chat. The bottom line is that they're upset that Wilder is getting the shot at that lineal title. That's what this is all about. Mainly,
he's also going to get a pretty good payday. They're not happy about that.
They
were very comfortable and happy making fun of Wilder for not making as much as AJ or nowhere near and stuff like. They like that. You know, now that he's going to get paid, they can't use that argument anymore. It's bothering them.
Yeah. Well, it's bothering him. That's the bottom line. He's getting that shot at that lineal title. He's getting the payday. He's getting the paper. He's headlining the pay-per-view. It's something they said he will never do, and he's doing that. And now they're upset. They're angry. So it's like, well, I mean, what do you want the man to do? I mean, the man is fighting a big name. You know, he's getting the payday. They both get the payday. Both Fury and Wilder get the payday. So why would we need to be upset with them? I mean, that's what they want to do. That's what they want to do. And Larry Merchant, he's talking a lot of shit. Not the real Larry Merchant. He's talking about I'm on meth. Bruh, Fury's not the lineal champion. You have to fight to call yourself that. You dummy. Do you realize that Tyson Fury beat the man who was the lineal champion for almost 10 years, right? That was Vladimir Klitschko. Beat him easily. So when Fury beat him, he gained that lineal recognition. That's what happened. And the fact is that Tyson Fury was stripped of his titles after that situation. He did not lose his alphabet titles in the ring. So with that said, he is still recognized as the heavyweight champion of the world. Same situation that happened to Michael Spinks. Same situation happened to Muhammad Ali. Okay? The same situation happened to Jim Jeffries back in the 1900s when people refused to recognize Jack Johnson as the legitimate heavyweight champion of the world. Same situation. So
let me say this.
So that's fucked up.
They're saying Fury's not ready, right? So what happens if he gives Wilder a good fight but loses, and then Wilder knocks AJ the fuck out in a couple rounds? What would that say about AJ? You guys you really got to be careful with the things you guys are saying. okay? Because a lot of this stuff is going to be revealed in the ring, right? So I really hope you guys are really sticking to what you guys are saying, right? Go ahead, man. Go ahead.
Yeah. I mean, this dude is really up. You need to come to me before you talk shit, man. Come up with some facts, okay? The lineal title status does not get stripped from you unless you lose it in the ring. Plain and simple. That's the way it is. Or if you officially retire and you don't have no intentions of coming back to the ring. That's it. Plain and simple. Okay? Yeah. Now, this dude, man. Anyways, back to the discussion at hand. But you know what? The thing is, too, a lot of people are you're not gonna believe me when I say this. I like Anthony Joshua. I really do. I've defended him when I felt that he needed to be defended. But at the same time, it doesn't do him any favors that what this whole situation has turned out. And I saw Boxing Square's videos on this not too long ago before I hopped on. Shout out to Boxing Square, level-headed guy, very down, neutral. I think the situation, Joshua's profile has taken a hit over this whole Wilder situation. And a lot of people like to say, well, it's the Wilder fans are blaming AJ and Hearn for why that fight fell through. No. It's not just Wilder fans. There's other people too who blame AJ for that. If you take that into account, his last two performances at Cardiff, against Takam and most recently Parker, people are not really receptive to him. They booed those last two fights of his performances. They booed. The crowd booed.
Yep.
So
that's like his crowd. Like that's
yeah.
You got the Roman Reigns treatment. Yeah.
Exactly. You got the Roman. Exactly. So, and people are wondering what's, I mean, look, does that mean that he's not he's still not the guy in the main event, the cash cow in the heavyweight division? No, he is still probably the most popular guy in that division, perhaps. But it's also taken into account that this whole Wilder negotiations is taking a hit on his profile. It has. It hasn't. And guess what's happened? Despite what you said about Wilder, he came out on top on this situation. Look who he's fighting. Right now. His popularity has grown. You could say it's on the back of AJ's name. Okay, fair enough. I mean, many fighters fucking use other fighters' profiles to grow their popularity. Many fighters have done it. So let's not pretend it's not new, okay? I mean, isn't Hearn and Joshua still using Wilder's name to try to build their fights on the Zone Network? That's what Hearn is doing.
Is saying that they weren't booing, that he was there, so that they didn't boo.
Really? Are you sure about that? Because we heard plenty of boos in that talk. Even the hardcore AJ fans will admit that they were booing up those two fights at the end of those fights. What are you talking about, man? Oh man, this dude.
James is asking if Wilder gets over 1 million pay-per-view buys. Let's see the A side. I don't think it's not gonna get 1 million. Okay.
No, it's not gonna be 1 million. But
hypothetically, the answer would be yes. But is he gonna get that now?
No, I don't think it'll
about 300,000.
I think it probably do about 200,000. My estimate is about 200,000.
In the U.S., where we charge 3 times the amount that they charge in the UK. So
true. But you know what? So for me, I think if it can get 100,000, they're gonna have to have a stacked undercard. And one of my we were talking about this, and we was like,
hold on, really quick. I know to correct your. Okay, I'm gonna type it down for you just so you know which is to correct your. I'm just saying. There you go. But go ahead, gentlemen.
Yeah, you gotta make sure you spell correctly, Larry Merchant. But anyways, but to me, yeah, I think that for that fight to do 300K buys or maybe between 300 and 500K, they're gonna have to have a stacked undercard. Like have Adrian Broner fight Sergey Lipinets and have Leo Santa Cruz versus Gary Russell Jr. to fight for the unified featherweight title. That would be a good fight, very big fight for the featherweights. And then you have Keith Thurman make his return on that undercard.
Well, how many tune-ups does Keith Thurman need?
Oh, that's
like
right.
50 and shit?
I mean, yeah, they want him to fight Earl Spence after coming back. They don't want him to.
He didn't gain 8 stone though, so it's okay, you know.
Yeah. Well, let me just say this. This dude right here, man. He's saying, I think I was there. You're lying. Oh, yeah, we already addressed that. Bruh, you're lying because many people did boo those two fights at the end of Joshua's stadium fights. They did. All right. And another thing I want to add, too, people want to say that Deontay Wilder is cherry picking Tyson Fury. That's not true. It was Tyson Fury and his team that called Wilder's team to make that fight. They're the ones who approached Wilder's team.
Yeah.
Warren and confirmed that. They're the ones who approached that fight, not Wilder. So let's get your facts straight, okay? Jesus
I mean, look,
Christ,
Wilder would not be fighting him if AJ didn't turn down to $50 million. Let's not forget about that, by the way. Right? So
Larry Merchant says no, they didn't. Larry Merchant, do you follow the information at all? They did approach the fight. It was Fury and Warren that called Wilder's team to make that fight. You dummy.
This is unbelievable.
Yeah. I don't know, man. I don't know who this guy is, man, but let him talk. Let him squill all he wants to, man. Hey, Joe Host is in the chat. What's going on, Joe Host? He said this must be the real Larry Merchant.
Well, real Larry Merchant could probably spell, though.
Hey, Games PP is in the chat, man.
Yeah, people showing up. Lancey says AJ will never make the fight happen if he can't be the A side. And Joe Host wants A side defined for him.
Hey, look, the people now he's.
Was that? I think that man had some computer issues again because he just dropped out. Joe Host, I think that the biggest draw would be the A side. That's what I would define as the A side. More often than not, that's the case.
Sorry, man.
You're back in the house. Yep.
I'm back in the house. But yeah, PP Gaines is in the chat, and that's I mean, as far as a Floyd aid, maybe. I mean, but the thing is that Wilder hasn't done anything as bad as Floyd has in the past, but that's a different story. But hey, if PP, not PP, but Gaines PP in the chat says that, hey, why is Low Place, it's funny, he called out Low Place on this in the chat. He says that Low Place likes to talk about lineal championship, this lineal that. He values it so much, but yet he wants to discredit Tyson Fury's lineal status. Yeah, well, I know. We've been talked about that on my channel many times, man. I mean, that's why I challenge Low on that. It's like, well, wait a minute. If Tyson Fury's lineal championship status is invalid, then you wouldn't say that if
Adonis Stevenson. Gotcha. You still there, Dan? Cutting off.
Moved up it. Oh, almost lost.
I think you're back on now. We couldn't hear you for the last 20 seconds.
My bad, not bad. Yeah. I was going to say, what you call it? I just need to, I was going to say, oh yeah. About the Low Place, because what's his name? Games PP in the chat says that Low Place likes to value the lineal status so much, but yeah, he wants to discredit Tyson Fury's lineal status. I'm like, yeah. Again, I challenged him on my channel on that because I asked him, well, what if Adonis Stevenson moved up to fought Tyson Fury for that lineal championship? What would you have said? He said, cool, good win. Okay, there you go.
Right.
See, you can't move the goalposts on that. I mean, but anyways, I don't want to address that. But it's like this is all about.
Yep.
This is all about that. The lineal championship is about Wilder finally getting a big payday without needing Joshua. He's headlining the pay-per-view, the first time an American heavyweight's done it since 12 years since Hasim Rockman. So they're upset that he's getting that. And like I said, based off this whole AJ ordeal, Wilder came out on top on this, and that's what happened. And it's kind of damaged AJ's profile. That's the bottom line. It has.
Yeah, so, I agree.
Yeah. That's what it is. Hey, what's up, Mr. Daddy Turner? Yeah, I'm not on Wi-Fi, brother. I'm actually on the network. I'm not on Wi-Fi, bro. I'm using the network the best way I can. The Sprint network.
I hear you. Now, before we go, really quick, did you get to watch SummerSlam?
Yeah, I did watch it. But I was disappointed, man. That was probably the worst SummerSlam show that I've ever seen. The worst.
Was that trash or what? Yeah, I like the
Uh,
Rollins. I like the Rollins Ziggler match, but that's about it.
well, they always put on good matches, so that was no surprise there. I mean, some of the highlights. I mean, I would say that Becky Lynch turning heel. That's something I didn't expect. I think
Yep.
that was a highlight of the show. But Ronda Rousey winning her first title match in a
Crappy match like that. I suspect that's what he was going to say. But let's see if then the man network could recover here. What I will say while we wait for Dan the Man here is, and the reason I'm not doing the whole review because it was trash. The product is trash. They should have had. Nobody wanted to see Lesnar win. Nobody wanted to see Reigns win. They should have had Braun Strowman come out, fuck them both up, win the title. That's what they should have done. But oh well. All right, man. Everybody's letting Larry Merchant have it there. Yeah. And then the man is out for this. Yeah, I think I don't like putting words in people's mouths, but I think Dan the Man felt the same about the show. All right, we'll give him a little more, and then we're going to end this. By the way, the Larry Merchant guy is so ashamed of himself for the stance he's taking. He wants to act like Eddie Merchant, Larry Merchant. I'm sorry, instead of himself, right? They'll play. We're just waiting on Dan the Man's opinion on SummerSlam. They're going to wrap it up. So, and even then, I don't think we'll have time for that. We're going to wrap this up, guys. Let's say Dan the Man dropped out. So, if he wants to give his opinion on SummerSlam, he can do that. This is D Style, and I'm out of here. Peace.